attention.
I was I was telling my friend, I'm like, why would I expect him to pay for all my stuff or like expect him to pay for things when he just got some money and he's like saving all his money
You're
for
the
like
one
long-term
making
goals over stuff
abominations.
that's
Yeah,
like that I can pay for
As the
myself. Like
strongest
he's
short,
soldier
supposed
short,
to,
short
alive,
term, short
yeah.
term,
you
like
must
Like
temporary
I
stuff.
prepare
like
to push
I
into
just started
emotions'
getting my nails done
limits.
again like
Always sees a
regularly.
fool,
And
misses
so
the
if
Right.
he can
stone
add on to
for
that,
God's
that's
own
fine. But I
eye.
should also be able to pay for my own stuff as well.
Yeah,
So I
she's
shouldn't
kind of got it
expect
messed
him
up. Yeah.
I shouldn't expect him to pay for stuff that I can't like maintain myself.
Well,
Nah, you're right.
most women want to work. They
Victory
want
grows
men
more
to work
certain by the
up
minute.
while they're
What do you
working,
mean?
but they don't want to work down.
What do you mean?
Women, a lot of women in general,
I don't
they
what do
want you
you
to
mean
work
work
up.
up?
Like you got to be more. You got to be upscale. Like how many women you know actually out here marrying people that work at Burger King?
I'm not marrying nobody that work at Burger King.
Why? That's what
Cause
I'm talking about. All
that's not the
all
kind of
men.
thing. But if Christian worked at Burger King, I'd like Christian. So if Christian worked at Burger King, that's fine. But I also know the kind of person Christian is. So if he worked at Burger King, I know it's like short term. You know, it's not
No, I
something
Mm.
mean
like long
if
term.
it was career, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, I
It's
mean, I
like
don't
what's
know.
wrong? What's
Really,
actually what's wrong with a woman having the best career and providing
nothing.
the most? Then and it always happen to be a man being equal or providing the most.
I mean, that's just
That's
kind of
where
the society that we're in. It's rare to
it's
see
not a
women.
society though.
Is that not the society that we're?
I mean,
Oh,
it
get shot in
shouldn't.
the butt.
It shouldn't
It
be
It
shouldn't
though.
be a
shouldn't.
society.
It shouldn't be, but that's just kind of how it was. So if people don't like it, I feel like they should change it. And cause I got a coworker, she is gonna be the breadwinner in her relationship, cause that's how her mom was. So if more
Mhm.
people see it, I feel like more people would act on it. But since a lot of men have a lot of pride in wanting to be the breadwinner, wanting to be the provider, wanting
Well,
to be
yeah.
this
I
kind of
mean, it's always
person,
meant to be a man to be a provider
okay, then I don't get
in a
the.
general sense. But
Okay.
what I'm saying
Blade
is
manifests.
women expecting it to move faster, meaning that if that was where they were at in life, then they got to work their way up to earn their trust
Used to
and their
be.
For
loyalty.
money?
Yes, that's the way it
Oh,
works.
okay.
That's the way
I was
this
just trying to
generation
make sure
is.
I'm understanding you. I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
just
yeah.
confused. I
Men
mean,
men are always going to have
I
to work themselves up.
yeah. Well, like I said, that's the
When
society
in
that we're in.
reality, 99% of the, well, I'll say 97% of the women don't know how to fix their own cars, don't know how to lay a brick, don't know how to build a house. They don't know anything other than how to like clean a house and maintain a house and
I
work and
mean,
make money.
that's how men wanted it to be back in the day. So that's just kind of what women know
That's what
now.
I'm
But
saying.
I
That's what
like
it's supposed
women
to be.
who is, oh, okay.
Now,
But
what I'm saying is the psychological mentality that has shifted to the direction of the opposite is where we're at now.
women wanting to be the breadwinners?
No, women
Women,
can. They're making more money, but then they expect like if your
but
dude
it's
is
like,
not making as much money, like
okay,
okay, maybe she
So
can
like,
cover a little bit more because
so
she's the one that's
women,
making the most
no,
money.
let me put it to you like this.
okay,
My grandmother, my grandfather was a provider, and my grandmother they both worked together, right?
okay.
All right, they were married for 54 years before my grandfather passed away. Both of them knew how to work the garden. Both of them knew how to run the lawnmower. Both of them knew how to clean the house.
Uh,
Both of them knew how to take care of the kids. Both of them. The only difference is my grandmother didn't know much about working on the lawnmower motors and stuff like that, or
Mhm.
yeah.
fixing the car,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
But in every other aspect,
They were partners.
they considered themselves equals and partners.
Oh, cool.
And in that nature of where the mindset is now, part of it's these damn phones and tablets and this dumb shit where you swipe and read dumb shit all day long and watch idiots play around on TikTok. But
Mhm.
that the vast majority of it is it deals with that what it led up to and psychologically teaching people how to tap buttons. Like, listen, one of the old sayings has always been, "Why are you trying to push my buttons?" or don't push my buttons, right? All right, so and then that comes from like the old nature of what was considered to be improper novels, okay, like novels that had aggression in it or novels that were violent. When it was like don't push my buttons because it came from like the typewriting days, right?
Uh-huh.
And also the military days as well, because well they did a lot of typing there because they did code, and back then they used typewriters to send code. So it's like don't
Uh-huh.
push my buttons. All right, so in the mindset of where we are today with don't push my buttons is so sensitive that you can watch a TikTok video about some shit that somebody made up and it just sounds real and actually get mad about it when you don't even know if it's real. Like used to it's like, okay, I read the police blotter or I open up the front page and it says man arrested for killing 4 people and then it like makes you angry. Right, because if it wasn't true, mine really, in a general sense, it was more likely to be true if you read it on the front page of your newspaper than it would not to be true. Right,
Mhm.
so it was more understandable that you got upset about it versus I see a TikTok that obviously there's no way to prove that it's even real.
Okay.
You know, to like this guy even did this. There's for instance, like I was watching a video about Mr. Beast making videos, right? Like, I mean, common sense, a lot of this stuff is going to be, scripted, right? I mean, that's
Right.
just common sense when it comes to the challenges and stuff like that. They're going to be scripted. Well, some people are upset about it because, oh, well, yeah, it's like this or it's like that. Or one person's like psychologically can't deal with it and they're like, well, it offended me for this reason or that reason. So
Okay.
now Mr. Beast is a bad person when he's hiring you to create content. So basically, he's hiring you to be an actor and rewarding you at the same time by making good film production.
Right.
So, like, what's the problem, right? And the nature of that is how sensitive this nature is now. So where it's leading us to is that if we don't change that direction and that mindset, the next time we go to war, it's either going to be a nuclear war because that's the only way we're going to win, or we're going down as a
What
country,
does
as a
this
whole.
have to do with men and women? I'm so
That's the
confused.
whole nature of it.
Okay.
Nah, here's
It
how I
all
look at it.
corresponds together.
All right, the internet made the world smaller, right?
Yeah.
Because we're
I
able to
thought he
be
was
in
trying to
contact with a
say.
whole bunch of people,
I thought
and
he was trying to say it made
it's
people
easier now because you're able to meet somebody on your phone, right?
God
Now
damn
they
it!
got
I
Yeah.
all
died.
these dating apps where you can swipe, 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 see somebody swipe. They can find interest in you. You can find interest in them.
Okay.
That's what's ruined the dating market, okay? Because nobody has
Yeah.
Oh,
really kind of
okay.
committed to anybody because they always had that opportunity to just be on their phone doing that
Because they have
bullshit.
so many options.
Exactly. And
Oh,
then
okay.
then it's not structured relationships because they're not learning shit from their parents really on
It's more
what a
No.
good relationship is.
transactional. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because I could
Oh,
go,
okay.
like anybody can go and find somebody online and be like, yo,
Ow.
I'll pay you this amount of money
Yo, what the
to just get
fuck?
some.
Yeah,
Damn, what the fuck?
I've been getting hit a lot in the butt. So you think that's why she was
There's an
like, he needs
Ash
to
back
be?
here sniping.
Do you think that's why they were saying like he needs to be paying for like my shit? But like I liked
Yeah.
Christian when he had no money, cause I
Mhm.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Christian.
But
I've
that's their
always liked
mindset.
Christian, but that's
Their
not
their
how I.
mindset is on, oh, he should be paying for it. So
I
if
mean,
you
there's
make
a
a
time
bad
and a
decision,
place.
listen, but if you make a bad decision and
Okay.
you okay, say you need to manage this finance for a certain reason, like you got
Okay.
certain bills that are going to need to be paid like in the next six
Okay.
months or whatever, right? But
Okay.
wait a minute now you got plenty of money right now. I got
Okay.
$5,000 in the bank right now,
Okay.
and that's going to cover us for about, say that'll cover us for about 7 months, right?
Okay.
All right. So now now somebody wants to go spend $100 a pop to go get their nails done every 3 weeks.
Okay.
So
That's exactly how much it costs too. Okay.
so now it's like, now you're sitting here and you're like, okay, so what if something happens, say in 2 months from now, we go through our money, instead of having it for 7 months, we go through our money in 5 months. And then
Right.
a week later, one of you gets laid off of work, or one of you gets hurt, or one of you gets, like, where's the concept of money management and actually being prepared for the situation if doing your hair and doing your nails is what's taking up the most of the funds on the outside of it, because you're not going and buying like new cars or new games or new, you know, the man's gonna be like, look, I can't buy that game right now because, well, he should be, I can't buy that right now because I know that in 2 months, it's just like I've been sitting back not buying all them, you know, buying all that stuff, and everybody's like, dude, we should get this, or we should get that, or we should get this. Yeah, but then I wouldn't have been able to pay them $1,000 this morning,
Yeah, that's crazy though.
right? So the mindset is, if you look at it, wasting all that money on excessive, like, oh, make me look pretty shit is what's killing this society. Like, my grandmother did her own nails. She did her own stuff. She did her own hair. She didn't have to, damn, me cancel my fucking echo.
I keep dying.
She did her like her own stuff, like everything.
You're about to take
She never went to a nail salon. She went to a beauty salon like maybe 4 times a year, like for special events, for like a family reunion or a funeral or a wedding or something like that. But nothing pertaining to, oh, I gotta go get my shit done because I gotta go to work and I gotta look pretty at work.
Yeah.
Like, that's what's wrong with this generation. Is it started in the 90s. It started with us. It started with us and it got pushed in real heavy and they picked up on it, so now it's even worse.
Right.
I ain't blaming it on this generation. I'm just saying they didn't pick up on the stupidity. They just roll with it. That's how I know this country is going downhill, because it's not about how stupid they are and they're ruining it. No, it's they experienced it and didn't do nothing about it.
Adaptive circuits engaged.
Run up through there.
Yo, I cannot stand her. Echo?
Yeah, Echo's annoying
You are
as shit.
annoying. You blow. I can't fucking move. Fucking dick and ball. And ball.
You must have. Go ahead. I'm playing a game, bud. Love you. Go ahead, get it. Okay.
John, watch your back.
I'm trying to heal the tank, but the other healer's not helping me. I don't know if they died or what the fuck happened.
God.
They've healed me a few times.
Oh my god, bro.
But yeah, I was just mostly saying
now,
I don't think he should be paying for my stuff that I can't upkeep myself, because I
There's
didn't
nothing wrong
have
with that.
nails. I didn't
Yeah.
have like a nails and stuff like that because I couldn't keep up with it. He was being nice and paying for them, so I'm like, cool. If I could keep up with it, he'll probably be like, oh, I got shitted on really bad. It was really bad. I
Yeah, I
got
did too.
shitted on really bad. But I'm like, if I can just keep up with him, then he'll probably be like, oh yeah, you still have that same set that you started with. and I can just pay for them because he doesn't have to send me anything. I'm perfectly fine with him not sending me anything. At a point in time, I was the one sending him money. So why would I care what he sends me?
That can't do that much damage.
I was sending him money, making sure that he ate and he was good, or if he was okay, and he hated it. He was
Yeah.
like, you should not be sending me any money.
Well, that's pride. All that is pride. Like that's
I
where
know, but
that's
still,
where his
I
nature
didn't,
too
I didn't,
is like
I didn't care.
that's more disrespectful than it is
Wait, what is?
actually trying to say. No, him.
Huh? Who?
Honestly, by him
Is he
saying
disrespectful?
by him saying
Watch
you
out!
shouldn't be doing this, you shouldn't be doing that, is like saying I don't appreciate it.
No, he
because it's not- it's-
appreciated it, but he's
no,
saying I
it
shouldn't
doesn't-
have to be doing that.
I understand that, but it's context versus thought.
Oh, we gotta talk about this after this man Magic over. I'm getting like 30 different definitions or something.
I have died 7 times. I'm ass. I'm bunned.
And they're not even that
Horrible
nice.
at this game. No, I'm just bad at the game. I'm sorry.
Well, it's Echo keeps killing me.
I'm
Now
sorry.
Echo's
I'm
not
so
killing me.
bad at the game. Lewis, you have over 10,000 damage. Like, you're great. I'm
Yeah, I
bunned.
know, right?
I'm bunned.
This damn Echo though, she keeps targeting me specifically. Die, Echo.
Yo, what the
Damn.
fuck? I'm getting rained down on.
I got smashed by the tank. That's alright. I'm gonna come in my special one.
Damn, they're like triple teaming the fucking tank, bruh.
Let's stop that.
Fuck, man. Alright, continue the conversation, because I could not focus.
Alright. What I was saying is, in context of reality versus perspective, right? Perspective and tradition says, okay, well, this is how somebody should think, or this is the appropriate way to think, or this is the. See, we went so far. We got like the Jews in the Bible, right? Where the Jews were making up their own laws, and the Pharisees and the scribes and Sadducees, they're making up their own laws, their own rules, and then Jesus comes and tells them, "Hey, look, this is not what you're supposed to be doing. There's a simple list of rules here that reside in 10 commandments that says, don't kill, don't steal, don't cheat, don't lie, don't murder. None of these things. Keep the Sabbath holy. Just respect the Sabbath as the Sabbath, and trust in God to give you what you need. It ain't about being perfect." Right? Because they got to make their sacrifices, and stuff like that. Why? Because they made mistakes. They wasn't perfect. So in the nature of the mindset, even if it's not based off of a Christian principle or anything of that nature, just in concept, almost every religion is the same except for Satanism. All right. So in the idea and the concept between perspective and tradition versus reality, it's got to a point where just because my grandma did this and my grandparents went to this church and my grandparents did this and my grandparents did that, then you got people that are Presbyterian, you got people that are Baptist, you got people that are Catholic, you got people that are Methodist, you got people that are First Baptist, Second Baptist, Free Will Baptist, a lot of Lutheran, whatever. So now it's all the rules and all the thought process is based off an ideology that's based off of somebody else's beliefs or somebody's belief perspective, right? It's like you're gonna have stone cold preachers that you call fire breathing preachers that are like, you doing this and you doing that and you doing this and you doing that. There's there's a time and a place for that, yes, but on an everyday level, it's how much are you willing to work on this? Not me saying, oh, you did this wrong, you did this wrong, you did this wrong. how much are you really trying to work on this today? How much effort are you going to put in? How many steps are you going to take to move forward? Right? So in the mindset, we don't communicate on that level no more. We communicate on tradition and perspective from somebody else's perspective or somebody else's traditions. And now it's getting so far away that everybody's traditions are so miscrewed and combined into one bowl. It's like honestly, in a general sense, not even trying to be funny. It's like a bowl of fruity what do you call them, Fruit Loops or Fruity Pebbles, because everybody's a different. It's not about the concept of like just having a general perspective that works, right? And then people are like, oh, well, there's more than one way to skin a cat, or there's more than one way. Yes, I understand there's more than one way to do something, but what is the smartest way to do it? What is the most efficient way to do it? What is the most destructive way to do it? What is the most precise way to do it? It's just like when you plan out a battle to go to war, you want to try to prevent as many casualties as possible on your team, right? So the nature of that is how do I prevent those casualties? How do I keep our men from dying, and we take out more of their people in an act of war? And that mindset is all going to come based off tradition. So right now, in the mindset that we're in the traditions and the trends and the fads and the concepts that everybody has been taught to follow and everybody has inherited from all these different denominational perspectives and different, you know, throughout the past 30 years, and concept of developing people's mindsets into where we are now. If we go to a world war, if we go into World War III, this freaking country's going to be so divided that it's not even going to be able to fight when they start talking about, look, when it gets to a point where they're on our ground, the people here ain't even going to be able to communicate enough with each other to even fight a damn battle. They're not. If we ever go to another big war like with China and Russia and Turkey and these other places that are teaming up together, and North Korea, if they ever make foot on ground in this country, it will fall. We would not be able to stop it because people cannot communicate enough to come together and say we need to go this route or we need to go that route. They'll spend more time fighting, arguing, and going separate ways over which route to take than they'll actually be able to actually fight the battle. Because that's how the trends and all this stuff is warped people's mindsets. That's why when it comes like to people saying stuff, the tongue is a very powerful thing. If you tell yourself I can't do this, you're not going to be able to do it. If you tell yourself I can do this, you might not do it the next day. Like some people don't want to go skydiving. You're telling yourself I can't do this; it's too scary. If you told yourself that you could do this, it doesn't mean that you're going to go tomorrow and jump out of a plane and skydive, but you're more likely in the future to get the courage up to actually go try it, right? So in the mindset is I was like, oh, well, I can't work with these people, or I can't do this, or I can't do that. Well, them same very people that you can't do, or you can't do, or you can't do, or won't do, are the same very people that might be the only ones that's going to be able to save your ass when something does happen. Regardless of how you feel, think about them, whether you like what they do or you don't. Like with me, I'm not going to have anything to do with the gay community as far as being a part of it or promoting it or anything of that nature. But it doesn't mean that one of them's not going to possibly save my life one day. And I have to have enough respect to that. Even though I disagree with what you do, you might be one of the only people that would be able to save me because you're in that position at that moment. But we can't come together as a like that as a country because you got so many people that right now is like, oh my God, the round Earth, the flat Earth. Like, yeah, I'm down to conversate about it and all this, but it shouldn't become like, oh, you're stupid because you think it's flat, or oh, you're stupid because you think it's round. We shouldn't even be on that level. We should be on the level of saying, okay, well, let's just present the facts and be done with it. Present the facts, and it's just like going to court. You go pay a lawyer to get you out of trouble. when you know you got in trouble? Well, the fact is you got in trouble. So now you're saying if we got to go off of, if we actually went off of the facts, then there wouldn't be no point in hiring a lawyer because you got in trouble, right? That's the mindset of what things in this country has taken advantage of people's mindsets that took an advantage of in this country, which now is why we are where we are now, where you got people sitting up there, you got Hunter Biden sitting up there in Washington D.C. in front of Congress, telling Congress when he's not going to show up for court. And he can't be prosecuted for it. Since when has that ever happened? That shows you how far off we are as a country, because you don't have the whole country saying, no, that's not fair. If I went to court and I told them that I wasn't going to show up, they'd put out a failure to appear warrant out for me and then come and arrest me and put me in jail. But where's the people of the United States is so divided. Just like when we went to World War II, should we went to World War II? Probably, for a good reason we went to World War II, but it should have probably ended a lot quicker than what it did in nature, because taking out Hitler was probably the best and only good war that we ever fought, to be honest with you. Now, in the reality aspect, when all the men went to war in World War II, all the women had to become factory workers and start making in the steel factories and blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what? 85% of the steel that we use is imported. Women have not a clue how to make steel and how to work in a steel factory.
Can I stop
Because,
you right
no,
here?
I'm just saying
I
because
j-
we
no
don't
no
have
I
them.
just hold on. I'm not disagreeing with anything you said. Can I just pause right here
Yeah,
and just
just breathe.
yeah, 'cause that was a lot. So I just want to digest everything and I just want to like pause for a second and finish my
Okay.
original statement.
Okay.
Um so I was just telling my friend like cuz some things I don't share with people, like when Christian was going through that hard time, I didn't share that with anybody besides like my mom because he used to live with me. But like, I know how some of my friends are, especially this one, because I'm trying to like rekindle a friendship because I didn't really like the kind of like stuff that she would say about me, or like how she wouldn't like if I stopped talking to somebody, she would like bring them up. And Christian's one of those people. She would like bring him up all the time.
Yeah.
So I didn't share that information with her when he was going through his rough patch. But I was kind of like, I've been messing with Christian since before he is the person he was now. So like
Mhm.
him giving me money doesn't really mean like I'm appreciative cuz he doesn't have to, but like that's not why I'm here. Cuz I like Christian for Christian. I don't like